Hello and welcome to 10 Oaks Acres. What we're going to do, try to get accomplished this evening here, is we got the cement in and everything. We're just putting a few of the finishing touches up that we want to do. What we're going to do is we are going to install gas out here, and we're going to be putting this in. This, some of you may recognize what it is. Some may not. This is a homemade tiki torch is what we're calling this. But this here is a submersible pump. And what I did is I took all the guts out of the pump portion. Okay, this is the part that has regular pipe thread in the end. So this is the stainless body, and then the bottom is aluminum. The top, I added this top thick cap onto the top, and then I bolted the screen back on for the area where the gas will come out for the flame. But I already tried this out and it works real well. So this here will be installing as a natural gas tiki torch, and then we're going to be using some of these things here that I picked up at the local Home Depot, and these are Home Flex Underground natural gas couplings, which are designed for, you know, burying underground. So we have these little football devices here. We're going to show you how to use those, and go from the iron line, which I already have it run through the house and out the block wall over here, and we're going to show you how to hook this up to the iron line and then go to the underground yellow gas line and over to our light. And then later on we may have some other stuff we do up in the yard. We can take gas over that way later, as I'm going to put an extra tap in there so we can do that. But anyway, let's get on this project. Let's get to her. Okay, so here's what we got. We got our black iron coming out through the wall here. It's already fastened in there, shut off valve on the other side. So what we're going to do is we're going to end up putting this on here. This will get us curved down below the cement, because there'll be gravel up here. So it's going to cover up, you know, it's going to there'll just be this little piece of the elbow going down in. So that's going to be installed, and then from there we will be taking our other pipe off from here. So I'm going to get these all tightened up and installed, and then we'll proceed with the rest. Alright. all of them tightened at the same time, see? Okay. Now this one's gonna go in like that. So okay, now we got this doodad on this nipple, and this is gonna get us to our 1 inch. I put it purposely back towards the edge of the ditch because I wanted to run to the one side. Okay, so you can see we're coming out. We come out of the house with 3/4 inch iron pipe, and we're going to 1 inch pipe, which would be your yellow underground stuff. Okay, so this here is already molded to the plastic, so this already has 1 inch national pipe thread, so that's going to screw right into our adapter here. Right here, and then we'll be using our little footballs to put out here to connect up our yellow gas line, and then this will be underneath the gravel so you won't see it. But the reason why I'm running this bigger line is because, I mean, for what I'm doing out here, I could have run a 1/2 inch line, or maybe even smaller, but this line, I'm running a bigger line out so that I have the volume, so that if whatever I want to hook up in the future out here, plus I'm going to take that gas line, we have a fire pit out there, so I'm going to take it out towards that way too at some point, so that way I'll have enough gas volume to run whatever I want to run with natural gas out there. So it's better to do the bigger line now then find out you need it later and dig everything back up and do it all over again. So I'm just going with the 1 inch line right off the bat. I'm going to throw a little a brick underneath of here just to support. I mean, this is going to be all filled with gravel, but just to support this pipe, so that if anything steps on the gravel or anything, it isn't going to damage any of this up here. So that should work for that. Okay, at this point we have our ditch line here where the line's going to run up to, and we have to dig our hole right here. This is right off the corner of the patio cement pad. We have to dig our hole here for our Tiki Light pipe that's going to go down on the ground, and then it is going to have a T-fitting down here where our pipe is going to run into. So one piece will go down from the T, one piece will go up, and our pipe will come into the T. And then we're gonna come on up with that with our other pipe. So right now we got to get our hole dug in the ground. That looks good. Okay, I just got this sticking in the hole right now, because I bolted all this together. So what we have is our pipe that's going to go down in the ground, has a cap on the bottom. We have a T right here where our gas is going to come in. We have a small nipple here. We have another T, which this is for some later date where we want to extend the gas line on out to, we have a fire pit and stuff out there, so we may extend the gas line on out that way, but that would be later. But so we already have a T here, so we can hook on to that. And then this will be the first piece of the standpipe for the torch. So now what we need to do is get this in the ground and the dirt filled back in around it. That was pretty hard digging, so that's we're going to put that in there. I'm not cementing it in case I ever want to change or anything. It ought to be perfectly fine. I'll put it in there and tamp it in with the bar a little bit. It should be fine. So what we're going to do is try to get some dirt around this now and get this level. And once we get that filled in, then we can hook our gas line up here and put the rest of our torch on the top and dry this baby out a little bit. We'll do is level, like it's gonna go this way, like that. It's gonna go this way some, about like that. Maybe about there is what she needs to be. You want to hold that a little bit? Not bad. Yeah.
Perfect.
It's good enough for me.
Yep.
So now we'll put some finished dirt on top and pack it in. Just kind of keep doing it. This little rocket stuff here. Pretty good stuff. Okay, feels good. Good and solid. So that would be good for that. We have our pipe already sitting there. So all we got to do now is put our football on each one and roll some pipe out and cut it. Put it between the connectors. I'd really like to get this thing hooked up tonight. That's what we're trying to get done. It's 20 after 8. Let's keep going, boys and girls. Let's keep going. Okay, so what they want you to do with these connectors is they want you to have 3 threads showing when you slide it on the pipe. And it's supposedly supposed to have no resistance. You can see kind of inside it there. But it basically slides up in to there, looks like. Okay. Or no, not to there. Probably right here. But, and then this thing, when you tighten it, it crimps it down on the pipe to seal it. So we have 3 threads showing, and they want you to mark this with, I believe it's this right here, when this has 3 threads showing, which will show you where your pipe's going to go into. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and do that. So we're going to mark this about right here. So that's about where it should go into when you stick this on. Okay. Take the cap out of here. Okay. With 3 threads showing. Okay. It actually goes just past my mark, but it says don't take it any further than that. Because actually there was basically, you know, no resistance to get it there. So basically now I'm gonna hold it right there and then tighten this thing up. And I think they want you to tighten it till it gets to here, you know, gets to this edge here. You can see, you just start to see my mark now. Now they're saying to use tools. Yeah, she's just about there. May give her a little extra persuasion. Looks like I got a little wee bit more to go here, and we'll get that on. Okay, here's the other side. I already took the plug out of the end, and you can see how easy these go on. You know, I'm not even marking this one because they go on with such minimal effort. I mean, they practically fall off if you don't hold them in place. And the nice thing about these fittings is they are completely reusable, which is really nice. Alright, it's a good thing these things are reusable, because I forgot a very important part of this that I gotta show you. I forgot to put in, there's a pipe stiffener that has to go inside the pipe. So yeah, that's a very important part. Maybe that's why they went together so easily. Okay, these are inside the bag. You have to put these in first. You have to put this in first. The whole way in. The whole way in here. Just like that. And then that way, when it's crimping down, it has something to stiffen it so it'll crimp tighter. So let's redo this. Okay, it's tight. Okay, it seems tight on the pipe. She seems good. Alright, so we'll loosen this up to 3 threads, so it's 1, 2, 3. So it's kind of ready to go. bar. The stiffener in. Alright, that's in good. Now, a little bit. Okay, that's it right there. I can feel it. Okay, now what we got to do is roll the pipe out to the other side and make our length cut and then hook it in. Alright. Now, if this is too high, we can always put a shorter piece on here.
Yeah, kind of like it high though because it's
actually
out of the way. Like the
the
flame is out of the, and when you're up here,
I'll have to light it from up there.
Yeah, when you're up here, then it's not. So
but
high.
we probably want to paint this. You know, paint this something nice.
Yeah.
This pipe. I think it's probably gonna look pretty good here. We'll fire up here in a minute. I could probably press it much on there. That should do it.
You ready to light her?
Yep.
I'm stepping back.
No need. Okay, we've checked everything. We don't seem to have any leaks, so we're going to go ahead and fire this baby up.
Woo!
I'll tell you, that's pretty nice.
Pretty nice. Really nice.
I'll be scared if my truck will set on fire when I drive it past.
No. Only if I do this. Want crazy flame? Got crazy flame.
But it's nice and warm. I know where my new spot is.
That really lights her
Right
up when you do
there.
that.
It's so warm right here.
That's nice.
It's so warm.
That's a good bug killer too.
Yeah.
Neighbors may call the fire department and think something was fire.
Yeah.
So you can try to get a nice little lake. So that turned out really nice, and there'll be gravel in here covering all that up here later. And
Later?
well,
Later?
hopefully
No,
this week. But
Tired of the mud.
the light worked out real good. I mean, when you turn this baby up, she really brightens up. Pretty silent too, but look how bright it is. I mean, that if you're doing something
Oh yeah,
too,
our parties
like if
and
you're
stuff.
having something, you can turn this up and it light this whole
Look,
area
the
up.
bug.
It is.
Yeah, it's a good bug killer. Okay, well, we got the light installed, the old Tiki Light, and hope you liked it. Please like, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.